Well, hello, CMBA family. So glad to be able to come to you guys today via this video. I am here with my friend Freddie Johnson. Freddie is the pastor here at North Point Community Church. I'm actually in his office this morning. And Freddie, you actually are from Western North Carolina.
Yes, I am. I'm from Hendersonville up in the Western North Carolina area, and actually started out in ministry at a church up there in the Asheville area at Bent Creek Baptist Church.
Well, and that's why we're actually together today. Freddie came to me just a couple of weeks ago, and most of you guys know we're very aware of the situation in Western North Carolina since Hurricane Helene hit months ago now. And of course, we were reminded, our president was up there just a couple of weeks ago, I think, meeting with Franklin Graham and other people. And, you know, we know about the fires in California. We know all of those things. But I think, Freddie, in some ways, Western North Carolina has, you know, because of the timing, and, you know, now we are months after the hurricane, people have sort of, it's dropped off the radar for them. But you came to me and bringing still just some of the need that exists there. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about what's going on there still, and what your plan is for helping them?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, thank you for what you may consider doing after this. But about a week and a half ago, I was in conversation with one of our missionaries that we support here at North Point Community Church, who lives in Hendersonville in the Western North Carolina area. And while her ministry is not focused around the idea of helping and those kinds of things, she's more of an itinerant speaker, that kind of thing. But she felt led, that God led her into helping out with families, especially families who have been displaced during this time. And even though it's been about 3 or 4 months now since the hurricane came through, and there have been great strides made through all kinds of different Christian organizations and government projects and all these different things, the tendency is for us to think that things are just better there, and they are better to a certain degree. But she and I were having a conversation, and she's been working with 27 families that are displaced. Now, by God's grace and by folks like you making contributions either financially or through some other ways that I'll explain in a minute, 13 of those families have been put into some type of either temporary or semi-permanent type housing to get them off the streets. But there's still 14 families that she's working with personally. Mm-hmm. There's an estimated about 2,700 still in the Western North Carolina area who have no place to go. They're sleeping in their cars, they're sleeping under trees. If they have a tent or blanket, they're doing that. They may be getting between 2 buildings to keep the cold off of them. And so when I was having this conversation, I just felt like the Lord put it on my heart that we need to do something to make a difference with that. So I met with the leadership of our church, and immediately said, yes, we need to help with that. So we were, these 14 families have been staying in a hotel up in the Western North Carolina area, and the government money that was paying for that ran out as recently as last Friday, which was January 31st, okay? And so our church was able to send a decent amount of money up there to extend those stays, to get them through a few more days, but that money's going to run out as well. And so these people, and when I say families, I'm talking about moms and dads, young children, I'm talking about elderly people who have no place to go. And so my appeal to you would be this, is to, you can do one of 3 things, and maybe all 3 if you can. One is to pray. Just pray that God will step up. I actually, via phone, spoke with the state senator in Western North Carolina last week, and they were not aware of these situations. So they are actually actively involved now, trying to get some funds in, some different things to help with this. But we, the church, I believe, are called to help people. And so the first thing you can do is pray. The second thing is you can give financially. And Jamie has asked me to be the conduit, our church to be the conduit for that. Our bookkeeper is the same bookkeeper for the association, so you can trust that things will be taken care of. But you can send your check to North Point Community Church, put in the note field, Western North Carolina, and you can send it to 132 Beckett Lane, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. Or you can go to our website, which is www.northpointcolumbia, make sure you get Columbia in there, .com, and there's a donate button up there, and you can do the same thing there. Just put in the note field, Western North Carolina, and the bookkeeper will make sure that those funds go to where they need to go. And I'll be glad to come and meet anyone and pick it up at your church, your house, wherever, if that's a better situation for you as well. And then the third thing that you could do is that you may have people in your congregation who have a mobile home, a camper, even a tent, or maybe even a motor home that they're willing to donate. Our missionary shared with me a story that a lady in Maryland heard about the situation there. She had a $30,000 motorhome that she had bought to go camping, and she ended up not enjoying it, and it's just been sitting there in her yard, and so she donated it, and a family of 6 were able to be put in that last week. And so there's all kinds of things that you can do to help with that. So please just consider what you can do with that, and we would love to be help make that happen.
Man, Freddie, thank you guys for caring so much. And I know a lot of you guys since the hurricane have been trying to figure out what's the best way to help. What should we do? Here is a tangible way to help. And I know sometimes we respond better to specific needs. So this is this very specific need. And we wanted to be able to share that with you guys. And so don't forget 132 Beckett Lane. You can send that check even here to North Point. You can do it online. Pray. And some of you guys, I'm one of those glampers who got rid of our camper after a couple of trips as well, Freddie. So maybe you have a camper sitting around. These people are living, some of them are going to be having to live in tents. And I heard just a couple of weeks ago where actually a couple of folks died in that tent due to hypothermia. And so it's still the winter time, and this is an immediate need. And so we wanted to make you guys aware of that. So thank you for considering this. This is an opportunity for us to be on mission together. And so thank you for your considerations today. God bless you guys. Have a great day.